All right, cool. So this is supposed to be, yeah, we streaming, yo. Yeah, if you hear me loud and clear, man, let me get some ones, let me get some dollar signs in the chat. If you hear me loud and clear, let's see it. Let's once you guys can hear me, you're gonna be Gucci. This side hear me loud and clear. Yeah, this side hear me loud and clear. Alright, let me know if you guys hear me on the Zoom here also. We got too much persons, we got 6 persons on, man. Big up yourself, welcome, 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 welcome everyone. Yeah, welcome everyone. Yeah, you guys hear me loud and clear. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. Truly appreciate that. Let's kick off this morning session, man. We have 5 minutes to go. Gonna run through our rules really, really quick. Alright, in which our rule number one is, being grateful. And be grateful, we are be thankful, of course. Alright. Let's say we are be grateful, be thankful. Literally with our rule number one, as I say, today is literally the last trading day for the week. So we are actually, end of the week solid, but still successful at the same time. We don't wanna over leverage or feel any way. We wanna be grateful for every single thing that we're going to have or what we have now. All right. So we wanna start off with gratitude. We're gonna start off with gratitude because why? When we start off, we account Monday is literally where we account is not is today. All right, literally. So we gotta be grateful, we gotta be thankful because it's growth that's actually taking place. Right. So as you number one, we gotta be grateful. I'll be thankful. I gotta actually, thank God for life and strength first, of course, first thing first. Right. Just to start off with the right, literally, and have our mindset really good. Right. So as you go forward to rule number two is actually checking the news. Are we going to be checking the news on Forex Factory to see what high impact followers or red impact followers going to affect us while we trading this morning? All right. Now, with that being said, we're looking to see if it have any high impact news literally that's going to affect us this morning for the United States dollar, right? Why are we trading the United States currency? We're trading in the United States currency, as for one. And two, we are actually trading US 30 NASDAQ, right? So those two indices is actually these are the United States. So we want to know what high impact news going to affect us, right? Now, this morning at 10 o'clock, we have this orange folder, which is also known as a medium impacted news or medium impacted folder, medium impacted volatility going to be taking place at a specific time for United States dollar, which is at 10 a.m., which EST, right? Now, with that there, it's medium impact folder. Yeah, medium, but I'll still look at it just to know, right? I'm going to give you guys a really quick insight when actually looking at the news, right? So you could actually predict the direction of the market could go also at that specific time. Now, if you make quick cash before 10, that'll be really good also, right? Cool. So this is literally the revised UOM consumer sentiment, right? And the usual effect is if the actual, which is this column here, is greater than the forecast, which is this column, is good for the currency, right? So that means it'll be good for the currency. So if the actual, the last time this news came out was literally April 24th. The actual was 49.8 and the forecast was 48.9, 48.5, right? So that means it was greater. When it's greater, that means the market actually bought up really, really good by that specific literally by percentage, right? So we know at 10 o'clock we may see some buying pressure. You might see a slight sell long than a full buying pressure, right? Cool. So at 10 o'clock we may see some small buyers gonna be coming into the market just because of this medium impact. Remember, tell this is medium impact, not major, right? Cool. So we good for the news. We have no high impact news. We Gucci. As you go to rule number three is knowing our risk management, all right? Now, with risk management, so you want to know we calculated risk, always. Calculated risk going to be 3%, 300 pips, 3,000 points, always, right? Or 3,000 ticks in some brokers, right? It must be equivalent to a 3%, right? It must be equivalent to a 3%, always. You're not risking more than that, or I'm not risking more than that, 3% or less, right? Cool. The daily target is gonna be 10%. Once you give it 10% daily target, we'll have to profits, call it a sweet and wonderful morning, sweet and wonderful week. Let's see. It's Friday, so we may look for a quick aha moment, or if we can get we full 10%, that's not a problem. I will still be grateful, all right? Because we're still gonna close off successful, right? Cool. So let's go straight to the charts, man. I mean, we have other rules, but that is the main three, right? Being grateful, check the news, knowing your risk, right? Now we are rule number four, and which rule number four is literally never trade without a stop loss, right? But I won't go in detail in that right now. In which let's look at the market. All right, let's check out the market. Let's see what the markets have in store for us. We have US 30 going. We have markets going up right now. 22 seconds, right? So yeah, USD actually giving us some nice selling momentum right now too. Right. Let me see if she's gonna continue falling just to do this liquidity grab to the downside and then buy off. If not, and she buy off, that's not a problem. That could be like a pullback to see the market, to see the market. And this is one thing I really do like. I really do like. Meaning she actually capped down. Me have city candle cap down for me to even take that entry. All right. So this looks like gonna be a fake out at the end of the day. All right. Nice. So she actually showing us back that bullish kind of move. What was support gonna become resistance now. So if she break out. Now I need 1 minute. I need the 1 minute. My sign is acting up, yo. So I'm looking at the USD chart right now. To me, this market could give us a slight reversal to show some bullish movements. If this 1 minute candle actually reverses, I'll be in that market for a nice bullish buying off. Yeah, right now looking at US 30, and I see one more push to the upside. Wow, look how Nas burst through the high. Yo, Nas acting up on a Friday. That's great. That's really cool. You know we could even get Nas at this highs. And I gotta actually be looking at these two charts now. Because we know what I missed out. But we main focus right now is USD right now, guys. If I see Nas actually reach up to this high, cool. We could take it. If Nas reach those highs, so mean that she fulfill the wick, cool, we could take her to the upside. If she doesn't and she rejects because it's our first rejection zone, cool, we could take her to the low. Alright. Now USD rejected off of the high, now she giving us the ooh, ooh, ooh. Now if I'm taking Nas right now, oof, this would be like I would call it in other words a suicide trade because at any moment she could pull back, right? But at the same time she could continue boosting out, literally continue going to the upside, right? Yes, if I'm gonna take Nas, she could pull back stop us out, right? So I rather not take Nas because this is a lot of bullish pressure. Plus we miss the entry at these lows down here. Yeah, I rather wait, right? Even though Nas continue being bullish, I miss the entry. I don't mind. We just wait for another re-entry, right? Pretty easy, pretty simple, right? Rather than taking a trade that start at a very high point which you could pull back stop or sort, nah, we in order to take place, all right? We got to be smart in this market, all right, and not catch FOMO, also known as fear of missing out, all right? So if I'm gonna take NAS, I need NAS to pull back early blue. If I'm gonna get a continuation trade, will make all the sense, but I need NAS to pull back, all right? And already day two, we could get reversal on NAS, yo. And I'll catch myself. Guys, we're looking at US 100. You see, she's gonna fulfill her wick. Looking at US 100. If she fulfill her wick, I'm gonna take the reversal on NAS 100. Yeah, I'm in on sales on NAS right now. I'm in on a selling position, and wow, strictly in profits already. Let's go. That's low. Yo. Come on, we need to see, we need to see, we need to see, we need to see, we need to see one more push off. We need to see one more push off. My stop loss on NAS gonna be 2,000 points. 2,000 points. No way, Nas. Nas put it right back to the entry, yo. 2,000 points is my SL for NAS 100. Very small tight stop loss on this market. She gave us a nice sweet drop. Honestly, that was a really good drop. And now she giving us reversals. Alright, cool. So I'm gonna say that stop loss it. NAS zero crazy. Honestly, Nas zero is crazy. Nas gave us a nice, really good job there. She pulled back immediately, stop us out. I would say my stop loss was tight, 2,000 points, very tight stop loss, but we don't want to risk as much as we actually like. All right. Now this was a really good reversal trade. This was a really good reversal trade. Really good reversal trade. All right. She gave us a quite nice 1 to 1, and after she rejected, right? So she actually showing us the downtrend again. Literally the market literally showing us the candle dropping again. That's not a problem. I'm waiting. All right. Yeah, I see Nas. Yeah, I see USD actually reaching my entry, but she rejected markets pretty slow. So on a Friday, two things the markets actually do. All right, she has actually moved slow during this session, and like literally around 10, half 10, that's when the markets actually pick up volume because this is literally the end of the whole week. All right, literally. All right, so I'm waiting. Now USD could actually boost to the high right here and continue. Now USD NAS could actually boost to the high and actually continue flying. Cool. Seeing USD now breaking it low, which is also fine. Also, if she break my trend line, I don't mind taking her down. All right, cool. So we're looking at USD right now, guys. And NAS now boosting to the high for the buy off. All right, I want to take we. Let's see if USD gonna break the low. So I'm looking at USD right now, guys. NAS now shooting to the moon, man. NAS is now actually giving us that push off to the moon. And I get my trade back on USD, yo, honestly. If USD break that low right there, I'm gonna be taking USD for sells, of course. With my correct stop loss this time. Yeah, so I'm taking a sell on USD right now. I'm in on sales on USD right now. As soon as I enter, she pull back. Like, what you trying to do, yo? Alright, cool. So I'm in on sales on USD right now, guys. I got a tell pullback, literally. Stop loss on this trade gonna be 3,000 points at least. 3,000 points is my SL. No way. She pull back, stop me out there, yo. Alright, this market actually pull back and stop me out, yo. Alright, no problem. I got one more trade in me, man. Literally, I got one more trade in me, man. She pulled back, hit me SL on this trade. She did give us a good break. To me, this look like a pullback for this market to drop. Exactly. A re-entry is coming right now, yo. Let me see if we can get a re-entry to the downside. Cause this market is gonna continue falling. So the re-entry on USD sells right now again. She's playing with us, man. She's playing with us, man. I'm in on another sell on USD again. Let's see if she's gonna continue giving us that drop. Like, how this market actually moving now? This market actually giving me a little indecisive movement right now. Stop loss is going to be the same. Stop loss is the same 3,000 points. Stop loss is the same 3,000 points. We're in on another sell on US 30. We need to see the rejection. Need to see the rejection. We need to see the rejection. 5. We need to see a rejecting really strong to the downside. Lovely. He's slightly alright back, slightly in Jordan right now. We have a new 5 minute candle. Come on, we need to see that bearish, meaning selling pressure taking place. Alright, US 30. You show us what you're capable of doing. We need to see a rejecting. I'll be super grateful. So watch Nas on this side actually giving me a little mad because look how Nas actually pushed through the hand, continue flying, alright? Crazy. Could have actually get a nice bath too. I would have made in good profits. But say what? Take US 30 with this movement right now. Pretty soon we should see US 30 give us a break, man. Lovely rejection. Yo, lovely. Let's go US 30. Ice, let's go US 30. Thank you. Thank you. Please. She break the low. She break one area right now, which is good. Come on, we need to see it fulfill the wick though. Please. Let me see it fulfill the wick and close outside of this area of interest. Yeah. Nope, she didn't close inside. She closed inside. She didn't close outside. I like these market conditions, yo. This is really crazy, yo. Literally. She closed out, she closed inside, so we could see a slight reversal again on US 30. Possibly may hit our SL. Unless if this candle flip, we're gonna be good. Alright, cool. My SL actually hit on that trade. Wow, US 30. Wow, 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 wow. She actually hit my stop loss in this trade, guys. That's 1, 2, 3 L's like that US 30, yo. You for real? Guys, I got 1.3 me, man. I'm not actually leaving with no loss like this, yo. 3, 6, and 8. She make a left head and right shoulder. Literally, a left head and right shoulder she created here on US 30, right? This mark is gonna drop. You gotta give us a drop. Left head, right shoulder. So right now she's creating a right shoulder right now for this market to even give us that selling pressure. I'm gonna take back another sell on US 30. That's gonna be at these lows which she rejected a lot of the time. Alright, literally. Now if she actually showing us a bullish pressure, cool that we could actually take her for the pullback. 26, some 8. I'll let you guys know when I'm gonna actually re-enter for when I'm gonna enter trade, right? I'm just actually waiting to see the movements of this market right now. We're waiting, we're waiting, we're waiting. See the movements of these markets, because these markets, as I said, actually giving us slow movements, crappy movements. We gotta cope with it and adjust to it, right? Now, The next trade I'm gonna be taking is literally a nice 1500 pip move, a nice 1 to 5, honestly. Just to make up for this 3 minor loss. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Give me 1 sec, give me 1 sec, give me 1 sec. Alright, where the mark is at? What did not take place? Oh. Did you hear Nazi bullish move right now, yo? Alright, cool. Looking at US 30, still on US 30, still on US 30, still on US 30. Can I get confused what's actually took place here now? Exactly. She reached the rejection zone. To me, this a pullback. This market gonna make a new higher high. One, two. We took that trade. Now she gave us a doji candle on the 5 minute right here. That's a nice. That's a doji candle. Break the high. Yeah, this market gonna fly. We miss the entry again for the buy off. Oh, where this coming from? But we have a high right here that we could even take for the breakout. The entry is supposed to be like right here, yo. Come on, come on, come on. Got luck in here, yo. Now, where she's at right now, this market could pull back, retest, and then go back up, right? Literally, she could actually drop, then go back up. Reason why I say that is because we have a little fear for the gap of the market here, where the market could actually drop, fulfill, and then go back up, right? Team take this, yeah, team take this trade at this high here. Yeah, we know that, we know that, we know that. We need to see at least a pullback in this market. This market is gonna actually give us a nice bullish move. But we need a good entry. I'm waiting, guys. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. Market's actually respecting my trend line too. So she's actually showing us that she want to continue showing us a bullish, meaning this continuation of the buy off candle, buy off uptrend right now. But we need a pullback. As a matter of fact, she pulled right back to the original entry for the sell off, literally, right? Come, I want to see her reject. Reject a little bit. Reject a little bit. Let's take us straight back down to these lows. Yeah, let's take us straight back down to these lows on the US 30. Yeah, let's take us straight back down, yo. Looking at the US 30 right now. See, she fulfilling. She giving us a pullback for the week. See that? She giving us a pullback. Giving us a pullback, yo. Let's see, she gonna continue dropping into this area. She break out of this area. She's gonna continue falling, right? She doesn't break out of this area and she rejected. That's where we could actually get off a nice reversal, right? Now, where she's at right now is the area where we could actually see the reversal taking place to see the continuation of the buy off. These kind of markets is actually a patient kind of market right now. Just actually be patient and wait. 3, 6, 7, 8, 11. So I'm still on US study right now. Last trade right now. 3, 2, 1. New candle. Got another doji candle. Let's see if she's gonna break that high. If she fall, market's gonna fall. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting. I'm still in there. New 5 minute candle. Yes, I'm seeing the bearish movement right now. But at the same time, she gets reject and go back up, right? I'm actually waiting, waiting, because this could be a cycle pullback. Again, giving us a lot of pullbacks here. A lot of pullbacks here. A lot of pullbacks here. The more she fall, the better the entry, right? So we know this market is actually showing us some bullish pressure, but she's just pulling back to retest it. Come on, chat. We need to know what's actually taking place here. See? So the 5 minutes actually shade more cleaner. Nice left head and right shoulder for this market to actually drop. But she rejecting off of these lows a lot of the times, right? Now, as I say, if I'm gonna take she down, she gotta break at least. She gotta break these lows, of course, in order for me to take her. Like where she's reaching that entry right now. The drop these lows down here in order for me to take that down. She doesn't reach down there and reject it again. Yeah, she's just playing any range right now, but she creating some nice structure right now. Alright, she creating a nice structure right now. So this market actually give us a nice dropping area, nice dropping momentum. We could see a drop to these lows here. Alright. Literally from all this buying pressure that took place overnight. Well, this early this morning, right? So you wanna wait to see exactly what she's gonna do. Now you could actually do those two things, right? She'd actually make she well left head right shoulder and then drop, or continuing her bullish uptrend and actually respect this low and show us that continuation of the buying momentum, breaking these highs, where she can actually fly to the moon, right? So we have literally a minute again for this candle to actually close, a minute and 40 seconds. Need to see that. Need to see that. All right, man. Let's see how she move here. Let's see how she move here. Let's see how she move here. Yo, this is literally a waiting game right now. This is a waiting game right now. We waiting, man. We waiting, man. We need to see some sort of structure being created really good and really fast. All right. We have at the end of the day, we have the hourly candle going to open up in the next 6 minutes. Once the hourly candle actually open, we could possibly see a direction this market could actually give us. Other than that, actually, if other than that, if I doesn't see any direction, I wouldn't be taking no treatment. We'll take the L and walk away. But we need to see some sort of direction. Like you see how the 15 actually look. Wow, that 15 minutes is a Toji candle. In other words, try buying up, try selling down, nothing take place.